Hi everybody, JoPaddy here, and welcome to the art table tonight. And tonight I want to show you some tips and tricks. I've been working on some other stuff, and excuse the mess, I just got a lot going on, but while I'm doing this, before I put stuff away, I thought I'd do a quick little video to show you guys some stuff. First off, I'm making these beach scenes, and I wanted to show you how I made the sand. Now I have sand, I have stones, and then I have other sand where I've mixed with glue. I think I got it in here. That's mixed with glue. Just regular old rocks and stones and sand that you can get at Walmart or whatever. I'll show it to you. Hang on a second. So this is just sand that you can get at Walmart. Stone granulars. I'm sure you guys seen it before. And I've used that in some things, and some things I've used this. This is what I want to talk about. On here, that's what I used. I colored this one, and I left it the way it was out of the can. There's two different kinds of cans that you can get, and one dries in 5 minutes, and the other one takes 30 minutes, and I'm going to explain that. This is wall texture. It's like drywall to cover holes and stuff like that, or spackle for your ceiling. It's called, or like orange peel, whatever, the little popcorn ceilings. And this is what it is. So the yellow can of orange peel drywall texture, is the dry time is 30 minutes or more, because it comes out blue and dries white. And that's for people that are doing large projects, or, you know, like construction workers are working on something and they need to make sure that it's dry before they paint over it or whatever. So I wouldn't suggest getting this. I have it just because I didn't know what I was buying when I first got it. I didn't realize that there was another one, but I use that still. Another one that just dries in 5 minutes. The only difference is it doesn't come out blue. It comes out white, and you have 3 different adjustments on your nozzle. You got fine, medium, and heavy. And let me show you what I did. I use it for my sand or any kind of texture that you want, and I'll give you a close-up. Let me come around and show you. Okay, here it is, and I added paint to it. Let me grab the paint and show you what I used. I used Warm Buff. Just from Walmart paint, Warm Buff by Apple Barrel. Okay, multi-surface. Okay, and this is what it turned out like. It's really cool. It's sand. And then after it dried, I went ahead and sprayed a clear coat of satin spray paint over it just to seal it in there. So it's like popcorn sealing stuff. And then I added a little bit of mica flakes in there for some shine. Now this one here, I didn't do that too. I just left it as the color it came out of the can. It's so cool to have the sand and the beach, the wet sand kind of drip over the side of this wood slice. And I thought it was really cool. On this one, first I did this. I put this on, and I had it with the Warm Buff. But I wanted more texture, and I just didn't want, I wanted it white. So I changed my mind. I wanted it white, like the white sandy beaches of Hawaii, whatever. Sorry, I'm not in the camera. Here we go. So that one, I painted the Warm Buff, and this one I left because I wanted that. And then I also put the mica flakes in here. But you can see that popcorn ceiling look. It's really cool and foamy, like sand at the beach. And then I'm going to tell you something in a second about how to make it more 3D. All right, let me get back over here. Okay, so let me show you a trick with this, how I get extra bumps. And maybe you want to do it with waves or whatever. And I've done that in other, I just haven't videotaped it, but I've done it in other projects. I've done a really huge, large beach painting. And it was like 5 feet long and 3 feet wide. And what I used, instead of using foil and all that to give you texture, because I've used like cellophane and all kinds of stuff to make different looks you can use with paint and stuff on your wall and paintings and different stuff like that. But for texture, you can use just about anything for texture. So you can make waves and do all kinds of stuff with resin or foil or saran wrap or whatever. So I wanted to show you guys by using this drywall spackle here. You could take a big tongue depressor, and do it while it's wet. If you spray, like this, I did it while it's wet. You spray this back on there. Of course, I taped that off. But you spray it, and then you take your tongue depressor, and you push it like this, and gather it around, and you could push it. If you wanted to, you could do that out in the ocean part too. This is just my deep blue sea part, but I'm going to tape that off and do the turquoise sea here. But you can take that spackle and push it, and then you've got like a 3D wave here, you know? It kind of gives you some dimension. And then, of course, you could put the resin on top of that, or you could put a clear coat on top of that, or spray it, or use, you know, that, what do you call it? Let me get that. Let's see. The triple thick polyurethane. I have it in a spray, and I also have it in this. This, if you put it on thick and you pour it on there, and you just move it around, you don't have to heat it up or pop bubbles or anything like that. And it'll be dry tomorrow. And it's nice and thick and just like resin, but not resin. Okay, next tip. Cold wax. I don't know if you guys have heard of it or ever used any cold wax, but this is the Gamblin's Cold Wax Medium. And there it is there. And what you do is I don't think I'm in the camera here. Let me take a look, see. I don't know if my camera angle is right tonight. Hang on here. Okay. Sorry about the interruption, everybody. I just was, I felt like I wasn't getting a good camera angle for everybody. Okay, so this is the Gamblin Cold Wax Medium. And what I do is if you don't want, because see, this is wood, and I don't really like sometimes to just smother the wood. You know, I like some of the natural wood to show through, or the sides or whatever. And it's nice to have a protection without just spray painting it or covering it all up, because wood will expand and contract and it needs to breathe, and I don't want to smother it all up. So what I do is I take my car wax buffer that I've showed you, it was in my soft tools box, and you take the cold wax and you dip the little buffer in there, and you can take it and you can buff your painting, and I'll get a nice shine. You got to work at it for a while, but you give it a nice shine, and you can do the edges of the wood, and it makes the painting really nice. It's that added touch, that little extra that you should do, you know, to make your painting to another level. You know, you're really making it nice. Wood likes to be waxed up, right? Wood needs that stain or wax, like when I use unicorn spit, which I might use some on this too. It's a stain. You can pour it on, and you wipe it like this. You wipe it off, and now you've got the stain that's a color in your piece. Okay, now, next tip. I said it before, and I'll say it again. This is the best primer you'll ever find. This is the 1, 2, 3 Bullseye. I got it at Menards. You can get it at Home Depot, whatever. It's around $4. It is so awesome, you guys. It will cover, if you could make black paint marks on something, and it's going to cover it one swipe, no problem. I have an old desk that was given to me. It's out in the garage right now. It's one of those roll top desks. I think I'm going to make like this. I'll videotape that. It's old-timey, like, well, not really old-timey, but the desk is old-timey. And I'm going to paint it. I'm going to prime it first with this. And I think I'm going to do like a rock and roll theme on the roll top. And I got some of this blush pink. It's called Chalked. It's chalk paint. And it's blush pink. And I think that that's going to be a good base for my desk. So I think you guys, it's a really nice color. It dries to a chalky, smooth finish. I think you guys would like that. It comes in many colors. Okay, well, speaking of paint, I might as well talk about this then. This paint here, I love this. This color, you guys, is amazing, okay? Now, this is a metallic accent color, and once again, I got this at Home Depot. And this is like a black cherry color. It's called, it's a metallic black garnet. And I am going to show you how beautiful this is. You're going to love. I'm telling you guys are going to love it. Let me come around. I want a close-up on this. You guys aren't going to believe how beautiful this is. Look at that. Can you see that? Oh my God. You guys, this color here is gorgeous. To die for. Lovely. It's like a chocolate-covered cherry, chocolate-covered raisin. It's really, really pretty. I love, everybody. Love. So pretty. All right. I just thought I'd tell you guys that for another color that you might be looking for something. And, you know, that's a really pretty color. I love it. Love. All right. Now, on to the next thing. Put my cold wax away. And this is the mica flake that I put on top of the sand. This is by Golden's, the hard mica flakes. I took a little brush. Let me show you where it is. Here it is. That's not right. That's not the brush. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Blah, blah, blah. Because it has rough edges. Okay, so this little brush here, it's small, but it's frayed at the end. And I dipped it in there, and then I just dabbed it along here like this. And I would go in circles, because I wanted it to be sporadic. And I didn't want the whole beach to be shiny. I just wanted, you know, some gold flake. All right, now, on to the next thing. Okay, here's something I want to talk about. I've talked about this before, but it's been a while, so I thought maybe I'd update you. Okay, so when you have a resin painting, you need to go to Walmart even, and I don't know, you could probably get it. I'm sure you can get it at your hardware store, but I got this at Walmart, and it is over by the car section where you can buy your Rain-X. This is called Plastex, okay? You're going to love it. Meguiar's Plastex. It's a couple bucks, and you're going to, like, sometimes I have coasters and stuff sitting around, and they're all piled up in a box, and they scratch each other just because, you know, I didn't bother to store everything properly, and I'm just gonna, you know, I didn't bother to store everything properly, and I just wanted to, you know, when I get something out to mail it to somebody as a gift or something, I want to buff it back out again, right? So you're going to take your Meguiar's Plastex, and you're going to put it on a cotton ball, and you're going to buff out your resin piece. It's beautiful, you guys. It's like waxing a car, okay? And it sinks in some of those little dots and stuff, and any kind of scratches or anything you got going on. And you buff it on there with this little cotton ball, and you rub it in really good in circles like you were waxing a car. Then let it sit for just a second. You don't want it to dry up like on your car, how the wax needs to dry before you can buff it out. You don't have to do that. Then you wait a second. You go get a dry cotton ball, and you just buff it out there. You're getting that off there. And hear that squeaky clean? It's like cleaning a window, right? I'm going to come around and show you a close-up of this. Hear the squeak? All right. Now, I should have showed you the before. Don't mind me, what was I thinking? But look how pretty that is. You got to, you know, clean your resin pieces, everybody. Buff them out. Make them pretty and shiny before you package and ship. It's gorgeous, everybody. It goes deeper than just getting fingerprints off. This stuff is amazing. You're going to love this plastic stuff. I absolutely love it. And while I'm standing here for a close-up, I'll show you this. See these sides? I did the sides after I made this. In other words, this was like one of those uh-oh paintings. It didn't come out right. It kind of went to the wayside for the longest time, whatever. And then I got it out the other day, and I just went ahead and covered the sides, and I made it more like a 3D. I kind of roughed it up a little bit, put some of that drywall spackle on there. I heard a beep. Is that my phone? Can't even tell. This is a new phone, you guys. I can't even tell if it's still going or not. Okay, I don't know what that beep was, but all right. Anyway, sorry. I heard a beep, and I thought it was my phone shutting off. Okay, so now I'm just having one of those days, y'all. Holy crap. So anyway, like I was saying, this is just, I added some that drywall spackle on here. And then I went ahead and painted it blue on top just to give it some dimension. And I'm getting my cotton ball stuff on here. And then what I did, I didn't want to get the resin back out and go through all that. So what I did, see how shiny the sides are? That is not resin. There's no resin on the sides at all. Okay, now, let's talk about that. What I did is I used my diamond glaze. I absolutely love this stuff. I just pour it on here a little bit and get a paintbrush, and you dip it in there, and you just do the sides. Do whatever you want with it. It's kind of expensive. Well, I don't mean that expensive, but it'd be kind of expensive to do a big project. This is just for, you know, something that you want to have that hard rock glaze, that resin look on a piece. Or say that you just did this, maybe you did this painting in acrylic, but, you know, you want a shiny spot or something like that. You just take this glaze, and maybe you want that glossy turtle. So then you just pour it over the turtle. You don't have to, you know, re-resin stuff. You know, that glaze, it's diamond glaze. by Judykins. I don't know. It's mixable, water-based, dimensional adhesive. It's lovely. And I know you guys seen it before, heard about it. Maybe some of you out there work with it. I don't know, but I love it. And if you do work with it, I'm sure you'll agree with me that it's lovely. Just lovely, everybody. Lovely, lovely. Now, let's talk about a couple other things. These cups I get on Amazon. You guys would love these too. I can leave a link in my description below for the cups and this a couple things, whatever. Otherwise, the rest is like that Walmart. These cups are great, especially if you work with resin or whatever, because they're pre-measured. You get them in a nice big package. I love that. 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 3 ounce. And they work good because I like those because some of the resin, like the resin that I work with, is a 2-to-1. It's a 2-to-1 mixture and mixed for 2 minutes. And I like having these measurable cups instead of eyeballing something. Okay, next. These things. If you guys want to pinpoint on something, and this bag, they even come with some of these tiny little baby funnels. Aren't they so cute, everybody? Look how cute that is. But anyway, these are great when you want to just really get to it on something. Like for mine, this one here has silicone in it, and I keep it aside, and it's great for when after you get your paint on your canvas or do whatever, and you want this, you put the silicone there, and then you can blow with your heat gun or your hair dryer or whatever you want to do to make your cells for the ocean bubbles and stuff, the foam. It's perfect. So I love these little things because these are so pinpoint, and you could even write. Like say you just wanted to say you want something like this, a bigger piece of artwork. And matter of fact, let me show you. Hang on a second. I got this over here, something like this. You get a big piece of board. It comes with the chain already. Actually, I got this at Walmart. And you can paint it however you want. And you have these little things here. You want to take a little, wherever I put it, here it is. And you can write welcome on it, you know. Look at that. You can write your name. You could do whatever you want. These are writers, so they're great. I love these. Unlike these, just for like foam or something like that, these are really small. But here you can hold a lot of paint or ink, however you want to do it, whatever. But this is kind of fun. It'd be a fun project, a little welcome sign for a friend or your mom or whatever, you know. All right, everybody, I'm going to get going and do my painting here. But I wanted to show you one more thing. I found this paint today. I love it because I love that, like the champagne colors. Champagne and black cherry. Oh my gosh, you know, I'm in love with those two colors together. This I got at the Home Depot. It's called Gilded Brass. It's a metallic paint primer in one. It looks like that champagne color. It's really, really pretty and metallic-y champagne, and I love it. It's so pretty, you guys. All right, I guess that's it for today. This video is probably getting really long. So arrivederci, everybody. I'll see you again soon, back in the studio.